In the house. I'm down with comfort. MP, you're a man. Get ready to light it up here.
We gotta show all we win this football. Let's see how we break this game. I'd never be on Rockets team better. Rock is not real bad because you can't beat this little team.
And the excitement already starting to crescendo, with fans gathering and streaming into the building. Thanks for joining us here on and taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
So the Houston starting five. They've got Cunningham, and it's Oliver in at small forward. And for Los Angeles, they've got Johnson, and it's Allen in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And this is, of course, a critical game for MP to come through and help his team stay alive in the battle for the NBA Cup. I'm anticipating the intensity to be a little more ramped up in this one.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you can sense that element of urgency. We're going to see players diving for the loose balls, hounding defense, some fast-paced action end-to-end. All eyes, including mine, will be on how MP rises to the occasion. Great job. MP just so effective moving downhill.
With a new season underway, what are some areas that are challenging for players to get used to again, Grant?
You know, BA, I think being on the road again in general, making sure you continue to eat right, get the proper rest, getting into a routine as quickly as possible. That's what's the most challenging at first.
The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Oh, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Johnson. To the left wing. Puts it up. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make. And hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
And MP throws it down.
Let me tell you, MP is a strong finisher.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Plenty of daylight on that shot. He's got 5.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Back to Payton. It's hauled in by Houston. The Lakers beat them last time when these two met in Los Angeles.
And last time against this team, they struggled with foul trouble. It led to an ugly loss.
They had to rely on their bench a lot in that game, and maybe it instilled some confidence in those guys.
It's stolen by MP. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, I like seeing MP attack down low. I mean, because sometimes it forces the D to foul.
So he comes up empty at the line. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And Cunningham pulls it down. The Rockets have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. And MP throws it down.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, PA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something to So the Houston 5 right now. MP is out there with ball. And it's Paxson in at the 5 down low. Person passes to Dragic. Here's Paxson. Dragic up top. To the paint. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
No good with the triple.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
The baseline J is off the mark. The Lakers lead by 6. Pass to Hunt. Rockets with a rebound. Paxson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's MP. Claxton with a rebound.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Here's Bender. Gets the 3 to fall. Bender's got 10 points.
So he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
Nice job by MP converting it tight.
What a night for MP. He is in the zone, and look, that cylinder must be huge.
Pass to Hunt, takes a 3. And the Lakers get it back. Doesn't go that time.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's MP. Bucket again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And that one's good. Hunt.
Well, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Rockets trail by 7. Down low. Paxson passes to MP. Hunt grabs a miss.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And it's Dragic with the rebound.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Bustling it home, MP.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA?
Star treatment? What does that mean? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Here's Monroe. No points so far. Here's Bender. 5 on the clock. And again, the Lakers, no good. Rockets trail by 5. Dragic finds MP. Here's the steal. Here's Monroe. Hounded by Ball. Pass to Bender. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Paxson. Paxson's got 8 rebounds in the game. And that one's good. Humphries.
Utilizing those openings, MP gets the ball into ready scorer's hands.
Here's Bender. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. For Houston, they've got 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. And the shot goes in. And it's now only a 1-point Laker lead.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Both teams will make substitutions. And the foul called on MP. That'll get him a step.
The Rockets going to win, though.
Making things happen for the Houston Rockets. And that quarter was all about him, leading the comeback charge. Now they're up in this one. Back after this.
I don't know you're going to get it. Yeah, this is the wrong.
Hey, folks, welcome to
halftime.
the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for the Houston Rockets. You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is pretty unreal they pay us to do this. Did I say that out loud?
All right, looking back now at that first half, a bit of a hill to climb for the Lakers.
Losing the rebounding battle, it's easy to lose control of the game. Fortunately for them, they have another half to go.
That does it for halftime.
And we played the And it's Hunt in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's Bender. From outside, off the mark.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
That one falls. MP's got 20.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job.
Here's MP. Rebound by the Lakers. Allen's got 9 rebounds now. Lakers trail by 20. Knocks down the triple.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Houston has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
And the foul called on MP.
Roth is 1 night.
And so it's Houston winning this one. Boy, a nice night.
Can't be reaching like that, my friend. Man, I hate this Bay Area weather. It's never warm. Hottest team in the land coming through.
It's an exciting Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Here in this stage of the season, Greg, what can struggling teams do to better themselves?
You mean besides make a big trade move? I mean, I think about lineups and schemes. You have to look at what you can control and really establish your identity.
The bright lights of the NBA Cup semifinals. So much pressure. And guess what? MP thrives in the spotlight. Guys, he loves it.
Yeah, talking to MP before the game, you could tell he was ecstatic. The entire NBA is fans watching this one. MP has a huge chance to prove himself. I expect him to have a big game.
Here's the starting group for Houston. They've got Paxson. He's out there with Cunningham. MP out there with Bull. And it's Hall in a point guard. Here's Harris. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Now off the inbound. MP, no good. Here's Potter. What a tremendous game he played against Utah.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
And the basket is good.
Good work by MP. He gets positioning inside and capitalizes.
And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. And the foul called on MP. That's foul. They've got Perkins. And it's Westbrook in at the 4 spot. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Counted.
Embracing the physicality, MP is unhindered by the aggressive D inside.
And it's Perkins in the corner. No good from outside. Rockets leading by 10. To the inside. Here's MP. It's MP muscling his way for 2.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
House is checked in for Oliver. Perkins for 3. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Cunningham's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Person. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Person's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively.
The Rockets going nuts.
So it's the Houston Rockets holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And we'll be right back after this.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for Golden State.
I hate the shots they're taking. I hate them. The team is stubborn, and you have to be willing to adjust, like us with all these new teams that's been added.
Agreed. You can't want to be a long-range sniper, but if you miss the target enough times, you become the victim.
Let's shift gears now and see how things are stacking up in the Western Conference.
Well, I think for the Warriors, they knew it was going to be a tough year. I got to say, it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges. You hope they're learning something out there. A challenging time for the franchise.
And that ends for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Person is out there with MP. And it's Cunningham, and it's Humphries in at the 4.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Turner. And it's Humphries with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Dragic. They get it back. And then Cunningham slams it in.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Here's Livingston. It's rebounded by Houston. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. MP inside. Covered by Perkins. Person with the bucket.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Out to the right wing. Perkins for three. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Rockets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Count the basket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Perkins with the bucket.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half. And he's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
And what was that about? Not a good shot right there.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
The shot by Turner, no good.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime. Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with Perkins high.
And the foul called on MP. That will be foul number 5 on him. Oliver's checked in for Person. And the foul called on MP.
The Rockets won tonight.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. They came in here and took care of it.
At least you get some extra rest tonight. Long season. Time to grab that lunch bell and go to work.
Get after it, MP.
Those kicks, MP.
Winning this tournament would have meant a lot.
To all of us. Yeah, I know. I just can't stop thinking about what I could have done differently, you know?
I know, but you got to snap out. Losing this game doesn't mean anything different than winning it would. You learn the lesson and you get back to work. This profession is filled with ups and downs, and it humbles everyone. But what matters is how you respond.
You're right. Only thing to do now is work. Leave the past in the past. You can't change any of that now,
So let's talk about the second half of the season and how to get the most out of it. Take a look at these goals. Let me know what you want to focus on.
These are... What? This is... Like, Bessie leads better. Oh, wait. Well, it had two marks on here. That's a good idea. Look, you got 2 markers. 4 marks. 2 fairways, that's good. 1, 3, 4, 5 marks. That's good. Set that one.
I want to be the best team in this league. Everything else is secondary.
March, wait.
It's easier said than done.
here to share my focus, right? That's what we're doing.
It is, but I'm just letting you know this is one of the harder goals on this list. It's about taking down the best of the best.
But if we are who we think we are, then we're going to have to do that anyway. We're here to win championships, right? This just underlines it and puts everything in bold.
Indeed it does. I'm looking forward to seeing how you fare.
Fantastic. Sounds like we're in total alignment.
Just remember, every...
Looking sharp, MP.
Oh, I wish you all would wait for it down. Okay, we're gonna go. I'm gonna go. This is the last match. This is gonna be my last match.
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. Welcome and thank you for spending this, a rivalry that spans across conferences, Stan.
Yeah, look, Brian, they've had their battles over the years, and the fact that they only play each other twice a season adds to the magnitude of the matchup.
Hey, he's so
And MP has made his goal clear. He has his sights
But you
set on beating the
get
top teams in the
more.
league because he knows to be the best, you have to beat the best.
Well, I really respect MP setting such a high bar, not just for himself, but for his team as well. It demonstrates leadership on his behalf, and this sort of approach can certainly draw a lot of attention to try to disprove MP and try to invalidate his ability. So it'll be interesting to see how he performs.
All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. And it's Freeman Liberty in at the shooting guard position. Let's send it over to Allie for a report on MP.
Well, here's what MP had to say about facing one of the best teams in the conference. Games like this are bookmarks.
And he's the good this year because then you get me back. I don't believe I had to be good this year.
MP sure knows how to set the stage.
Because when you start, we're also in 18 by 10
The Heat
years.
unveiling the statue of Dwayne Wade, Stan, the face of the franchise forever.
Yeah, Brian, you think of what he meant to this organization, propelling it to its very first championship, and then attracting other stars to Miami. He is truly the foundation. Well, you know Coach loves seeing the offensive game plan being executed to perfection.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
On the wing, Daniels. Here's Frazier. Pass to Daniels. Here's Frazier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer.
Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time.
MP, a pass to Cunningham. Inside. Ball stolen. To the right side. Fires the three. Nails it from 3.
Well, that's just their first make in 5 attempts. Maybe that bucket can ignite their offense.
Pass to House. Back to MP. Rebound Miami. Defeated by Detroit in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
They failed to create enough good looks. The ball movement just wasn't quite...
Miami leading by 3. Setting the floor for Miami. And it's Simpson in at the small forward position. Here's MP. The slam by MP.
Well, that's on the defense there. When you give MP this kind of positioning inside, he's going to slam.
Simpson no good. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Houston. A nice shot by MP.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Miami has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. White. And again, no good by Miami.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
For Miami, they've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Frazier with the bucket.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And that one good.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
And he commits the intentional foul. Through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Heat. They lead by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter.
I hope he don't beat me in the head. He's such a shit. He's doing. It's
Hi everyone, let's start things off by checking out the Player of the Month award recipients. Guys, how about our winner from the Western Conference?
He's really been disruptive at the defensive end, whether on ball or in help. He always seems to be in the...
Moving right along now to the Miami Heat, they find themselves in a close contest at the half.
I love the depth of this team.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. They've got Cunningham, and it's MP in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Cunningham passes to Hall. Here's House. Pass to Cunningham for the tie. He squares up and sinks it. Cunningham's got 14 points.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Here's Hall. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
And for Miami, they're shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. And a foul. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth quarter. And it's White in at the center position.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Heat leading by 8. Daniels passes to Webb. He drops it from range.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be foul number.
Substitution on the board.
Miami has gone 4 of 8 from three-point land during the fourth. Pass to Freeman Liberty. Here's Mason. From deep. Sinks it from distance. Freeman Liberty's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, he's making a concerted effort to use the three-point shot here in the second half. Only 1 in the first, 3 since the break. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
On the wing, Daniels. Off target with the 3. Rockets trail by 12. Muscling it home, MP.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
And a foul called on MP.
Yeah, he's very beat me again.
This one easily, except
Don't beat yourself up till you check the taste. Can't be reaching like that, MP. Hey, if it's good enough for self, you can't really go wrong.
See you guys at time. 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 You join the squad. See you guys at time.